Yeah, this town is actually completely abandoned. It's kind of borderline creepy.
To be respectful.
It's your turn now.
So that's a short history.
We've arrived in Melaka. We got here late last night. We got the bus from Kuala Lumpur straight here. It took about 2.5 hours. We actually only have one day here, so we're trying to get as much done as possible. We'll show you about and see what we get up to.
Where are you from?
Scotland.
Scotland.
Yeah.
So this church was built by the Dutch the year 1753. So next year it will be 270 years old. The Dutch built it. It was a Dutch Reformed church. But when the Dutch left, the British took over Melaka and also they consecrated this church into an Anglican church.
Wow.
So 1826 it's Anglican church. Up to now it's Anglican church. So we have service every Sunday in English and also in Mandarin. So every Sunday there will be 2 services. So other days we just open for visitors.
Wow.
People, visitors all over the world, they want to come and see this historical church in Melaka. All the things here you can see is the pews and chairs. These are all original, as old as this church pulpit. The altar, the railings, and the beams at the top. They're all together 17 beams. So one triangle piece of the church, there's no pillar in between. The whole thing relies on the wall and the beams. The wall is about about 3 feet thickness.
Wow.
And it took 12 years to build this church. Starting from 1742 to 1753.
So is Mandarin quite highly spoken in this town?
Yes, Mandarin, yes, because the population of Malaysia is about 30 million.
Yeah.
Out of 30 million is 60% Malays, about 30 to 35% Chinese, the rest all Indians. So about less than 10% are Indians.
That's really interesting.
So this we have a mix.
There's a lot of mixed culture.
Yeah.
Mixed culture, yes. Everywhere you can see a lot of Chinese Indians.
Yeah.
The Malays are mostly on the rural side.
Ah,
You
okay.
don't see in the urban side, but they are mostly populated. Okay, so business centers mostly you see Chinese. Yeah, Chinese.
Ah.
Like Melaka town is a business center.
Yeah.
Predominantly occupied by Chinese. So everywhere you see Chinese.
Yeah.
And less
And then
Indians.
if you go outside.
Ah, okay. That's
But there
interesting.
are a lot of food difference here. You can taste Indian food, you can taste Chinese food, you can taste Malay food, and plus the English food. All the European food.
Nice mixture.
All mixture.
The perfect
Everything
mixture.
you can get in Malaysia.
Why did like so many cultures come here? Like
Yeah, because
countries,
you know that you see, the Portuguese came to capture Malacca because of the trade and all that. So they want to colonize Malacca to keep as a center, Southeast Asia.
right,
And Malacca, Straits Malacca is the passing through to the Far East. So they bring the Far East. They bring all the spices to Malacca to sell. People from the West they buy spices in Malacca. So Malacca become a center place. And this was the capital of the Golden Peninsula. In the 14th century, it is called the Golden Peninsula. Malacca was the capital of those days. So everybody was eyeing for Malacca. The Dutch, likewise, they fought against the Portuguese. They captured Malacca. They ruled Malacca for 150 years. And finally, the British exchanged Malacca with the Dutch. So the Dutch went to Indonesia, the British came here and they colonized Malaya until 1956. They give independence to Malaysia. 1957 got independence.
It's not really that
Yeah.
long ago, is it?
Long ago, yes. So you have about almost 500 years of history in Malacca.
Wow.
So this place is called, the surroundings, you see all the red buildings, the Dutch
Yeah.
Square. So that is contents of this Dutch Square is the State House, the church, the clock tower, and all this area. It's a very populated historical area. Of course, there are a lot of other things in the surroundings, historical things to tell about the history of Malacca.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
What's your name, sorry?
Amos,
I'm Alan.
Alan, huh?
Yeah.
Sharon.
Lovely to meet you.
So nice to see you
I
all
know.
from
Yeah.
Scotland all the way.
Yeah. Get a long
Thank you so
travel.
much
Thank you
for
so much.
sharing
I
your
really
stories.
appreciate that. That was really interesting. A point as well that They have services in English and Mandarin in there, but not Malay. So the church has a sister church that has a separate Malay service. I just thought that was really cool since we're in Malaysia and the main church here doesn't even have it in Malay. Just now we're in the Dutch area and all the buildings are matching this deep red colour. So everything here is the same, all throughout the square as well.
Yeah, I'm actually really glad that we asked why there was such an influence between a lot of countries in Europe as well as the Chinese and the Malay, and it was because they were fighting over the Malacca Strait. So just at the end of the Dutch area, the red buildings, we found St Francis Church. It looks amazing. Wow, look how colourful it is right down at the riverfront. You're able to get a river cruise all around the canal. It would be a really good way to see the city as well.
I think that sitting here on like a summer night when the sun's going down and having like your dinner and a drink just along the canal along here would just be absolutely perfect because it's like so calm and relaxed and it would just be such a nice vibe. So we just came into a little Chinese temple. It's right in the middle of the town. It just looks unbelievable. Like, check this out. And the smell of incense in here is so strong. It smells really good. Yeah, that was really interesting. Shannon tried to burn the paper and yeah, the paper went up like and really burnt her hand.
We're heading over to the Melaka Straits Mosque now. It's about a 30-minute walk from the main town, but I'm sure it'll be enjoyable because everything here looks amazing so far.
We've just got onto Melaka Island, which is where the mosque is, and we've just literally seen these signs here for like developments that are happening, and over there the Melaka International Cruise Terminal. Straight away as you cross the bridge you just see this like huge building developments straight away and all these beautiful buildings. So we're just saying we're going to have to come back here in like 5-10 years once it's all finished and just see how amazing the place looks then. It's your turn now.
I don't want bird poo.
Well, you just not be good to us with the birds. Oh no.
This is amazing down here. It actually really reminds of like a European city. There's like a square in the middle. Looks like there's going to be loads of restaurants. There's loads of places to sit. It's amazing. Quite a lot of street vendors in here as well. It's really cool.
We finally made it to the entrance of the mosque. That was way longer than 30 minutes. I don't know why it says it on maps. Yep, so we're now walking into the mosque. So we put on respectable clothing.
The security guard let us borrow these for free, so we've got the dress and the headscarves to be respectful.
Yeah, this town is actually completely abandoned. It's kind of borderline creepy. It's so quiet and there is just nothing. There's no people. I mean, that's a guy just drove behind us, but that's the first in like 10 minutes we've seen. It's so quiet. Kind of realised the part about the cruise terminal is maybe just like fell apart, and that's why everything like this just sort of sits up. Like that looks like it actually hasn't been touched in years now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the money ran out or something maybe, but it gets a little bit eerie. It was okay when we walked through it daytime, but it's a little bit creepy now. The sun's starting to go down and it's getting a little bit darker. Strange place. It's so strange that all those like abandoned streets, literally right across the road, there's all this. It just makes no sense. It's almost as if it's just been like placed here.
This place is so cool, but it's just weird how it's literally next to almost nothing.
Yeah, it literally just appears and then you leave this side and there's nothing again. It's bizarre.